This episode of the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West is brought to you by All About You DJ. Let All About You DJ host your next wedding, party, or event. All About You DJ specializes in wedding receptions as well as any other private parties, including birthdays, engagement parties, school dances, or any other special event you may need a DJ for. We work with you to ensure that your entertainment is perfect for your event. At All About You DJ, your event is not only important to you, but it's also important to us. We want to make it memorable for all those involved. All About You DJ provides everything you need to make your wedding the event of your dreams. From dazzling photo booths to ensure your event is one your guests will never forget, to gorgeous uplighting to make your wedding photos pop. All About You offers several different packages to fit your needs. You can even ask for me, the Rob, to host your party. Check out our 5-star reviews on Google and on Facebook.com/AllAboutYouDJ. Give us a call at 812-402-0610 or check us out online at AllAboutYouDJ.com. If you'd like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email therobspodcast@gmail.com.
And you know you do.
Welcome back to the show, another episode, and wow.
Holy shit.
What a time to be alive.
I beg to differ.
Where do you want to start?
Oh, I don't even know where to start. I haven't slept in a while. Like I can hardly eat. I'm anxious, and we all know I'm anxious anyway.
So there's a lot going on while we're recording this now. Let's go ahead.
Full transparency.
Yeah. So we record usually on Wednesday nights.
Right.
And that's what this is right now.
Right now, you're hearing it Friday morning, but to us, it's Wednesday night.
And right, exactly. So I'm afraid that whatever we're talking about as far as current events go
might be a couple days old at this point.
But holy cow,
But we need to talk about this right now, even before a decision or a presidential candidate is named, because right now is when the shit's going down.
Yeah, so
after it's done, it's done.
I love presidential elections.
Oh my gosh, it's stressing me the fuck out.
I think I just love following it. I get this what a wrestling fan would call a big fight feel.
Yeah.
On election day, it's similar to it's like the political WrestleMania, the political Super Bowl.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And boy, this one did not disappoint. Ooh. And as we're speaking, we don't know who the president-elect is.
I was just gonna pull it up and see what the votes are at right now.
So the last thing that I heard was Michigan went to Biden.
Yes.
And it gives Biden a 40 electoral vote lead over the president.
Correct. Right now on my phone it says Biden has 243 and Trump has 214.
Okay.
So
that's where we're at right now, but it's so it can
go either way still.
Even if Democrats are feeling good, it's still presumptuous.
Right.
And it's still super close to call, and that
shit happens all the time.
Trump's going to go down swinging. Mm-hmm. He's not just going to be
There's already lawsuits going on.
I know.
And he's already suing people, demanding recounts, demanding them to stop counting. It's a whole thing already.
It already is. It's already popping off.
Speaking of popping off, do I have a story for you?
Yes. I want to get to this too because, all right. So you want to go there now?
Let's go there. Let's go right down this path. Okay. So the other night on Facebook.
All right, so another full transparency thing. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
So I just got a 20-second snap that Maddie sent. You sent that to several people, right?
Right, a few of my closest friends, yeah.
And holy cow, this
is some tea, you guys. This is some fucking drama.
By the way, I got messages up the wazoo last week.
About what?
Your language.
Oh, about the F word?
You were here. Apparently, people thought you were saying it a lot last week.
Was I?
I don't really care.
Well, fuck, I'm sorry.
Straight from the horse's mouth. All right, so this story, while it's extremely funny.
Yeah.
I'm affected by this story.
I'm really upset.
And it's somewhat heavy.
It's pretty heavy. It's
I know you.
I don't know how it gets better.
And you're kind of like me in the fact that you kind of use humor as a defense mechanism.
Right, yeah.
And that's what I would do in this situation.
Trauma.
But this is some heavy stuff that went down.
I don't know if I don't know how to come back from it, honest to God. So let's just get into it and let's see what everyone thinks.
So much to talk about. This story.
Yeah.
Just buckle your seatbelts. All right, Maddie.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do it.
So just full transparency, I've always kind of been the black sheep of my family.
Holy cow, do I relate to that?
Like, I've always been definitely the more sensitive one, the more anxious one, the one that thinks too much about things. And sometimes I feel like my family walks on eggshells around me.
My biggest thing that isolated me from my family was easily athletics.
Yeah.
In the fact that I was not an athlete. I am not an athlete. The rest of my family is very athletic.
Yeah.
And they care very much about athletics. And that was one of the big things that isolated me when I was younger. But I know you're talking now also politically.
Right, yeah.
And I am on an island politically when it comes to my family.
Oh, 110% same.
And it's frustrating.
Yeah.
And it is somewhat painful.
It's kind of isolating.
Yeah, it's like it is. It's a weird spot to be in, and I don't like it. But go ahead.
Well, it's just kind of weird because it's like we all grew up the same. Like speaking of my siblings and my parents and my, like we all grew up under the same roof. So the fact that we all think so differently about, well, I say we all, the fact that I think so differently than them about things is honestly kind of shocking. So I'm like, how did that happen? Like, how did I grow up to be such a free thinker and such a, for lack of better words, compassionate person? And they didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how did that just happen to me?
Well, see here, if I could kind of give an answer, and it's going to sound crappy, but like for me, I'll just say like, so I grew up in a very conservative-minded household,
Right.
And I think you're kind of saying you did too,
Right.
And I know that for me,
When it comes to political views,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
I always just kind of thought I was conservative because that's what I was just always of the impression of. I never really.
I think that's a lot of people.
I never really knew what it meant.
Right.
And then I went to college and in a way expanded my mind. I had these different experiences away from the place that I grew up.
Right.
And had been my whole life and realized that, whoa, like my actual values are different than theirs.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized it. It took me leaving and going through my own life experiences to realize who I was.
Yeah. I mean, I think I can relate to that too. It especially works against me because I've been born and raised in Evansville my entire life. And we are like the Bible Belt.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the far right. You know what I mean?
We were the first state to declare our electoral votes last night. We're like, hey, listen, it's all Trump in here.
Yeah,
We don't even need to take a second look.
Exactly.
It's been 17 minutes and we can tell you
it was
Donald
literally
Trump
17 minutes and Indiana was like, Trump train 2020.
Toot toot. You know?
And listen, I know that we've been very vocal on this podcast and just like in general in our personal lives about the fact that we don't support Donald Trump.
But I also get praise from Trump fans saying you're pretty fair.
Yeah, I like to think so. I like to be pretty fair when it comes to things, and I like to allow people to have their own opinion, and I really respect that. Honest to God, I really respect that. I live in a divided household. Like, if I can make that work and I can respect my significant other's opinions that are different than mine.
I want to come back to that. You are?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Right, I know, because I saw your Facebook post the other day, and I was like, oh, he's going to want to talk to me about it. I have to bring this up.
Yes, because I know
Typically not, but in this election we are.
That sounds impossible to me, but okay. I didn't even know this. Now I'm excited.
Yeah. So anyway, like we were saying, we like to be fair, definitely. And like I said, vote for whoever you want. I don't care. I'm not going to, like unfriend you or talk shit about you unless you're being insulting, you know what I mean? Or unless you're just being ignorant or, homophobic or racist, then bye. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or sexist or whatever. But for the most part, like, maybe it is just growing up in a house that's so different than me and having my family be so different than me today. I'm just like, listen, they're still my family. They're still good people. And they think that way. You know what I mean? Just because you're a Trump supporter doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Okay.
So I guess that's what I'm saying. So anyway.
And I can double down on that.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
think.
it's just like, we're all different. That's like the beauty of an election, is that you get to make a choice.
Well, that's what the beauty of America is.
Right, yeah.
Is that you're kind of allowed to disagree and voice it, and that's okay.
Right. And I just wish more people would disagree and then just like leave it at a disagreement and not just take it like just a just a step below the belt and just really gut punch you. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened to me recently. So
this story, it makes me
I know it's taken so long to get to it. Everybody's like, tell the freaking story.
It makes me feel a range of emotions.
I'm trying not to say the F word so much because I kind of did notice that in the last podcast.
I noticed it a little bit too, but
I must have just really been riled up.
See, like, here's the thing. Like, a few episodes in, you started using it, like, you'd sprinkle it in.
Right, yeah.
And when you did, I was like, God damn, that was funny. And then last week it was like, whoa. It was
an over. I'll try to say freaking.
Say whatever you want.
Or frickin'.
We just got done saying
forkin'.
That's what makes this country great. So you say whatever you want.
That's true. Freedom of speech, guys. Okay, so I posted a Facebook status a couple nights ago, and I've been pretty silent on social media when it comes to my political views. Again, a majority of my family or a majority of my friends on Facebook are my family, and a majority of my family is Republican.
So I also, on social media, I keep it I mum's the word. Now,
I'll say, hey, here's our voting picture. Mm-hmm. Go vote. You know what I mean? But I usually don't get into the politics of it.
Because it just turns into
arguments.
It just turns into grossness.
Yeah. And I don't want to argue with my family. I don't want to argue with anybody. You know what I mean? But sometimes, no matter who you're voting for, I'm not just saying it's Trump people that would attack me, but just in general, it's just like you're just asking, please comment and disagree with me about something. Mm-hmm. So I just usually, I just left it at go vote. I voted, you know what I mean? Left it at that. So last night, when everything started coming in and the votes started coming in, because again, this is Wednesday that we're recording this. So this was just last night was election day or election night.
This is a fresh story.
And so I posted it on Facebook and I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to kind of just say what I need to say. Mm-hmm. And typically, like I said, I'm not like that. You're friends with me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Typically, I'm not very political on Facebook. And I just talked about how scared I was for this election because for the first time, I think probably in my adult life, but probably in my life in general, I'm hypersensitive to what's going on and hyper aware. I mean, even more so than 4 years ago. Okay. I'm more educated now. My eyes are opened more. I care more now.
Well, that's the thing. We've had the last 4 years to also evaluate what. So
it's just different. It's just different now. And I'm scared. I'm scared for a lot of reasons. And I mean, I don't have to name everything off that I said, but I just said, dude, I'm scared.
Dude, you made some valid points. You're like, I'm scared about my gay friends and their right to get married.
Right.
Valid.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm afraid for immigrant children.
Yeah. I'm afraid for our planet and its fate. And so I think before I get into what actually happened, the big thing that I realized last night after all this stuff went down was that when I cast my vote, I voted 99% for other people than I voted for myself. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what differentiates me from the other people in this story is that when they cast their votes, I feel like they did it from a selfish standpoint, and I didn't. I mean, that's the thing. If someone like Trump saw me, he'd probably give me a big hug and a noogie because I'm the same way. I'm a cis white male, heterosexual. I'm Trump's cup of tea. Right. You know what I mean? Oh boy, what would Trump say if he met Maddie West? But so anyways, I just feel like that was necessary to say. But so I posted all of that on Facebook. I said I was scared about this, that, and the other. I was scared about gay rights and women's rights and racism in our country. And I said I was just scared for what the next 4 years would bring if we get dealt the same cards that we're dealt right now.
Right.
Said that. Said I'm scared and you should be too. I'm scared for everyone else and their fate more than I'm scared for myself because like you're saying, I'm like a white chick that comes from a good family. Mm-hmm. I've been nothing but privileged my entire life. I'm scared for people that aren't like me. Mm-hmm. I'm worried for them. Or what if my son is one of those people one day? Mm-hmm. So anyway, then I got a text message on my phone from a family member. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, you don't want to say who?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to stir it up anymore, but it's already pretty bad. So I got a text message on my phone from a family member. It's a group message, right? And
strap yourselves in.
It's a screenshot of my Facebook post.
Yep. My heart is beating so hard because I know.
I think you guys are already knowing where this is going. That screenshot was not intended for me.
Yep.
But it was accidentally sent to me.
In a group text.
In a group text with other family members of mine saying, I just can't with her. She's so uneducated. She just needs to learn more. I can't even remember what exactly it said. It said, I just can't with her. She's so uneducated on this, or something like that. And it was a group message of a screenshot of my Facebook post with that like message attached to it that went to a group message of people that I was not supposed to be in.
Correct. It was supposed to be people talking about you behind your back.
And it was accidentally sent to me.
And it was accidentally sent to you.
But I'm uneducated.
And I'll just, am I okay to say that it's definitely family members that you're super duper close
it's
with?
It's very, 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 very immediate family members.
Yes, correct, yeah. Okay.
Like only like 4 years away one way and a couple years away the other. I mean, like we're all really close. And so I think whenever I first saw that, because the other family members had been responding, still not knowing I'm in the message, still talking shit about me, not realizing that I'm reading this and I'm in this group message.
Yeah.
Talking shit about my intelligence and how I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm so uneducated and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Because you have a differing opinion.
Because I have a different political opinion than them.
Yeah.
Right? That makes me uneducated, I guess.
Which, by the way, you're a college graduate, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, you have a degree
I
from,
do.
Was it
yeah.
USI?
Yeah, I do.
mean,
I'm a college-educated woman.
Did the whole thing, and I just...
So uneducated, though. But I just don't understand, how can you insult someone's intelligence just based on someone that they voted for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those don't coincide at all. I mean, you can be uneducated about who you're voting for.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to say they're mutually exclusive, like, because when I see some people talk about politics, I'm like, wow, you're really stupid.
Right.
It's the way you do it.
Right.
I don't think the way you did it was stupid at all.
Right.
Like,
I wasn't even stating any facts. You know what I mean? It's not even anything you can say, no, that's not right. You know what I mean? It was just opinions. It was just my values, my beliefs, my morals, and my compassion for basic human decency, I guess. But anyway, so I just responded, wrong group message, guys.
How far into...
Only a few messages. Screenshot, like maybe one or two more messages. And then I think they were like, oh shit.
Of course they were.
Yeah. Then tried to follow it up real quick with like, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I might be uneducated, but I'm not fucking stupid.
Dude, I hurt for you because
like, honest to God, it was such a sucker punch. Like you said, I'm like laughing it off.
Because there's a very good chance like those conversations are happening about me with like family members I'm close with because I'm the one guy who's not on the choo-choo train. Mm-hmm. And even still, like, there's some people. I'm going to stop. I'll just say that I'm the one person that's not really on the choo-choo train.
Right.
So they're probably doing that about me. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say that my wife may be getting some of that too behind her back. And it's just like, it makes me sad.
It really does because, I'm not trying to act like I'm better than them, but I have never started a group message behind their back calling them idiots and insulting their intelligence based on who they voted for.
Right.
Never once. I didn't do it.
You know?
I didn't do it. And that's why I can sleep. Well, I haven't really been sleeping well, but that's why eventually when I will start sleeping better again, it'll be because of that.
So were you seeing red? Because I know for me, like, I'd be shaking.
I was shaking.
Yeah.
I was shaking. I think part of me wanted to just cry because, again, I'm the more sensitive one.
Did you cry?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. My kid was around, and I don't like him to see me all worked up or anything. For sure cried when he went to bed, though. But no, I'm just kidding. I think I was just more so hurt, like, wow, you guys, had you not sent that to me, I would have been totally oblivious to the fact that you guys were having this huge shit-talking group message going on behind my back, which probably still happened.
Of course it did.
Because immediately that group message started like, oh my gosh, I accidentally just sent this to Maddie.
100%.
Oh shit.
How many people were in the original?
Just two.
So two besides you?
So three including me. Two, but it was supposed to be two other people.
Right, okay.
And it was me and one other person.
Right, okay.
Definitely, I was not the M that they were intending to send that to, if you catch my drift.
100%.
Yeah, so it accidentally got sent to me. I was actually kind of like glad at the same time that it did, because I was like, wow, like it really opens, like, damn, it do be your own family sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So the first person, I think I know who sent the original one, but it doesn't really matter. So the first person says like, wow, how uneducated. She's so dumb. That kind of,
I just can't with her.
Did the other person respond?
Yeah, and they said, yeah, she acts like he hasn't already been president for 4 years. Then it ceased real quick. No more messages, and then all of a sudden it was like, ha ha, just kidding. That second one I might give a pass to. I think I'm being lenient on that one. That first one's tough though. That's I'm done. That's up. So what do you mean? So what does that mean? I'm done. I just have to step away for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just have to. That would damage me big. Like that would be a really deep cut for me. It is. And I think it's even deeper knowing that they felt confident enough to send that in a message behind my back, which does go to show that the other people that message were intended for would have engaged in that conversation. But you can't blame those. Yeah. Right. I mean, I'm not saying that they're innocent of it, but you don't have, if it were me, that first one, again, I think I knew who it was. I'm not positive. Yeah. That would have hurt my heart so bad. It did. It hurt my feelings a lot, especially because, like I said, that's family. And I look at like all these other Trump posting people on my Facebook, and I might think to myself, like, what an idiot. But when my family, you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever insult their intelligence or question. I'm just like, man, they're doing them. So you almost give like a pass to them, even if they are being an idiot. The first person, did she ever do a one-on-one, hey, I'm sorry about that? No. What about in the group message? Yeah, so then after I said wrong group message, guys, they responded back and said, like, I didn't mean to start an argument, and then so they said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start an argument, but you're still wrong on all of my opinions. Kind of tried to, I guess, educate the uneducated, right? Like they tried to say like, well, Obama's the one that put the kids in cages at the border, but you didn't know that. This stuff. Like, you're going to apologize to me and then immediately insult me again. You know what I mean? By questioning why I've made my mind up the way I have. Like, I just read like a Facebook status and was like, it's all Trump's fault. So I'm super gifted at holding a grudge, and I don't know. I'm horrible at it because I'm just so compassionate. No, I'm super good at it. I know you are. And I wish I was more like you. I'm not saying it's a good quality to have. Right. It definitely roots down into being emotional and sensitive. I always give up too soon. I'm just this is a person who's very visible in your life. This is a person you see all the time. Yeah, you're not wrong. And like for me, I would like, I've done it before. I've cut family members out, and I'm just like, and I don't really come around. You know, it's just like, I know you will. Right. I know. I mean, I would think that maybe even by like the holidays, I know it is. It does suck. It's so close to the holidays too. But like, for me, I wouldn't be able to. Right. And if you do, good for you. And I mean that sincerely. Good for you. Even Kent is like, how can you ever speak to them again? That's me. He's like, I almost want to change my own opinions and my own beliefs just out of spite now because I think that they're so shitty for doing that to you. Yeah. And I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. And he's like Kent doesn't love out loud, as they call it. Like, he is not affectionate. You rarely see photos that he posts of us on social media. You know what I mean? Like, he just doesn't do that stuff. Yeah, we've talked about that before. And like, even he was like checking in on me today. Like, dude, are you okay? I just keep thinking about how bad that has to hurt you. If we weren't doing a podcast, because I like to keep things super fresh, you know, right. I would be doing that too. Yeah. Because I do think that's a heavy thing. It is. It's a burden, and it's just really just freaking bummed me out. Like, I don't know how to explain like the feeling. It's not like defeat, and it's not like depression. It's just like, damn. Yeah, that's a slap in the face. I don't know. I've never felt like this in my life. I've never been done that wrong by anybody. Sure. I mean, I'm going to check out the comments on this video, but like, how would you handle that? Because I said, for me, it's just like, I'm easy to put the deuces up. Right. But then once they respond and they said, you're sorry, I didn't mean to start an argument. No, it's not that you didn't mean to start an argument. You didn't mean to send that to me. You didn't mean to get caught. So yeah. So don't try to pull one over on me and be like, oh, sorry, I just had to get that out real quick. Like, you didn't intend to get that out real quick to me, period. Yeah. And so it's like, but you're wrong, and this is really how this goes, and this is really, and you know what I mean? based on her standpoint, it's like she was trying to like change my mind or like educate me, and I'm like, what a joke.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Does someone think that like on the day of the election,
I already cast
boy,
my
you know
vote.
what? You make a really good point.
Yeah. Was it Obama that put the kids in the cages? Well, golly gee,
That changes everything.
I need to run back to the polls real quick.
Maddie, bag it. I want my ballot back. BAG.
But I did respond back to that, and then I blocked all of the numbers and the messages because I wasn't about to just go back and forth all night. And I think that the way I handled it, because trust me, every part of me wanted to straight up drag them through the mud, insult the shit out of them and their intelligence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just really stick it to them, but I didn't. And I'm like, look at me. Like being like calm, cool, and collected, because again, I'm so emotional that I will fly off the handle.
Of course.
And, and just like, F you, F you, F you.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen you do that.
I don't know.
Definitely not to me.
Right.
I don't think I have, actually. But I believe you're capable of it.
Especially when it comes to these specific family members, like catfights are just what happens, you know what I mean? And I just did not, I was just so hurt, like couldn't even fight. I was just like, wow. Like I just walked in on my husband screwing somebody else. That's like what I felt like just, I can't even punch a bitch right now. Like I'm just so like hurt.
So, and again, it's Wednesday night, and I'm definitely not counting chickens or anything, but does where things are standing right now make it that much sweeter for you? Because
a little bit, yeah.
I mean, it definitely shows that you're not, even if Biden doesn't win, it definitely shows that you are not crazy.
Right. And that I'm not alone. I might be alone in my own family, but I'm not alone in this country. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to call half the country dumb? Well, there's some people that probably would.
Yeah, no,
I'm not calling the other half of the country dumb because I don't think that they're dumb. I think that they voted based on their own opinions and values, and good for you. That's what this is for. But my last message in that group message was just like, the only thing you're sorry about is that you accidentally sent me a text message
100%
that was intended to talk shit behind my back.
Yeah.
And I said, unlike you, I respect your political opinions and views, so there is no argument that's ever going to happen here, but I don't wish to talk about this anymore. And I just left it at that.
Mic drop.
But God, I just wanted to be like, fuck you
I mean, I bet you she lost sleep over that.
I hope so.
Or he or she.
He or she. Yes, I have a lot of men in my life. There's plenty of them. I hope so too. And I hope that they feel really guilty about that.
I'm not saying I hope that person lost sleep. I'm just saying I bet you they did.
I hope that they did.
I certainly
sorry. Did. I was up all night just about the election in general, and then about all that drama that happened. I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Again, it was just like a punch to the gut. That's some heavy shit, man. And it's my family. It's not even like a friend that I'm just like, screw off. You know what I mean? Like.
So I was going to ask you this question later in the show, and I guess you kind of answered it already. But so like, is there anyone? I'll just say that you're close with you. I mean, that you've like totally changed your opinion on that person, and I'll get the like
based on who they're voting for. Or like just their behavior about all of it?
Let's go with that second one.
The behavior.
Because you can, it's not always who you support, but how you support them.
Exactly.
And there's some people I consider myself very, very close with that, especially, and one of them goes back, one of them almost goes back to like the 2016 one, but I'll say even people in my family that I'm like, wow, I look at you differently. Differently.
Not necessarily, other than obviously my family that's burned me recently. None to that extent.
Your situation was way more in your face
personal
than mine was.
But there have been people that I consider friends of mine on Facebook, and I can't wait for people listening to this to run and see if I deleted them on Facebook. But if I did, it's because I thought you had a very ignorant way of voicing your political opinions. You can't just go like so hard on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I hate when people just like they focus on the one thing and they're just like driving into the ground. Like I'm just like, that's just not having like an open mind. I don't know. But
this political season specifically has brought out the worst in a lot of people. But there's some people who I'm like, boy, I mean, I always knew you, but I always just kind of thought that like
you were smarter than that.
or you were a better person than that, or you didn't really have those values, but it's like, ew.
I know. There was one person I actually had
There's a person I'm definitely thinking of.
There's a person I'm definitely thinking of too. And they like shared something on Facebook yesterday that said, hey, when Trump wins and all the Biden people start looting the stores, can someone grab me a 70-inch TV?
Oh.
Right then, I was just like, really? Really?
So
I unfriended them and their wife.
The biggest one that I'm thinking of...
Because their wife, like, laughed react at it.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just like, dude, both of you? Gross.
Well, that was another thing was like, so there's other family members who I'm thinking of who aren't as bad as this first person I'm thinking of, but it's like, you're liking all this stuff, even though you're not like sharing it. It's like, I see you.
You're associated with it.
I see you liking these.
Even if you're not sharing the really raunchy, like just flat out pathetic things, both sides, Trump sides and Biden sides. Like when you go that hard at something that's just freaking ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, you're liking it, you're guilty by association.
Agreed. Yeah. And so, but the main one thing of it's like, it wasn't even, this person isn't even really on social media. It was like a conversation we had, just man to man.
Oh.
And it was just
face to face?
Not face to face, it was over the phone.
Okay.
And when I hung up the phone, I was like, I feel so gross.
Block.
It wasn't even, it's not a block thing. It's just like, but I just like backed away.
Aren't you just kind of though at the same time, same thing like with my family situation, aren't at the same time you're just kind of like, thank you. Like I kind of really needed to see that it makes things a little bit easier to just be like, eh.
With the people I don't care about, like people on Facebook, I just kind of enjoy it. I enjoy watching them show their ass.
Yeah.
With people that were close to me, no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate it.
Yeah. I think like it makes it a little bit easier, at least for me in that situation, to just be like, okay, you know, you were wrong in this situation. You know, like the family member that did this to me, she was wrong for what she did. Flat out wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong. And there's not a lot of times in my life that I can't say I didn't deserve it when somebody like talks shit about me or checks me or puts me in my place. You know, sometimes I'm like, okay, I was being, you know, annoying or I was being stupid or whatever. This is the time where I was like, all I did was just voice my opinions, which there are no wrong opinions.
Yeah.
And I didn't do nothing wrong. And so the ball's in their court. You know what I'm saying? That's it. The ball's in your court. But it's going to take a lot to convince me. Because there is no like justifying it. There is no like, I didn't mean to, or that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? I interpreted it exactly for what it was worth. So
face value.
The only thing you can do is just be like, I messed up.
I mean,
and I haven't heard
you
that.
You can't move forward without an apology.
Right. Oh, no.
Yeah.
But there is like this trend in my family where they kind of just like to just like wait a couple days and the next day they're just like, okay, so get this. Oh my gosh, something so funny happened today. You know what I mean? And then everybody's like, ha 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 ha. No, not this time.
Is
not
that
this
person?
Time. We're not ha 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 ha.
So you used terminology earlier. Did you actually block this person from your phone?
Yeah.
So if this person tried to text you?
I have them unblocked now. I have them unblocked now.
Okay.
But I did for the rest of the night because I would just put out the fire as soon as it started.
Do you think if the election goes for Biden,
I can't wait to, and I quote, attention family members in this
Are you going to do
message,
that?
Please lick my sack from the back. I've had it in my head for so long to just, in all capital letters, lick my sack from the back.
Back at 2024. Lick the stack from the back.
Put it on a yard sign. Put it on a yard sign.
Okay, but two questions.
Yeah.
One, now my question is, will you send that to your family members?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I'm just about pissed.
They've earned that.
Yeah, they have. I'm just about pissed off enough to do it.
Two is, which would make her apologize faster? Biden winning or Trump winning? I would think Trump winning would make her apologize sooner.
You think?
Like, hey, you know, because
yeah, because then if Biden wins, then she's even more scorned.
Exactly.
You know, and then she's
That's
even more
think.
like, damn.
Is that what, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I
Wow.
don't think that it hinges on, I don't think an apology hinges on who ends up winning, though. I don't know if I'll ever get it or if, like I said,
Yeah.
they'll just try to go on like nothing, whatever. I have no idea. But that's the tea, sis.
Well, there's been more going on in the world this week than just the election.
Really?
Yeah, if you want
I would
to.
have never guessed it.
So, you know how there's some things that have just become our, what I call them, our beat?
Yeah.
We definitely were covering the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, Poopgate story.
I love it.
And now we have closure.
By the way, the title of this episode is Lick My Sack from the Back. You can't argue that. Okay, so now we're back to Poopgate. We're back to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and what's going
And
on
we'll probably
now.
I probably have more election stuff here in a second because
Okay.
I want to talk to you about the House divided. Mm-hmm. So a judge has ruled on Poopgate.
Who pooped?
We have a
verdict.
The judge.
The jury finds the defendant.
It's not a jury. It was a judge.
The judge
Decided that Amber Heard
she pooped.
did not poop on the bed.
Can we just for women everywhere?
The judge blamed Boo, Amber's dog, who had, quote, an incomplete mastery of her bowels after she had accidentally consumed some marijuana.
So the high dog shit on the bed.
So the dog ate marijuana. And
I mean, what a story. I just can never imagine like coming home and there being poop on my bed and me being like, Kent, did you shit on this bed? And him being like, you pooped on the bed. And us going to court over it and having a judge that ultimately decided it was the dog.
Who pooped on the bed? It's just been the best story. I know it's been a few weeks since we've had to bring it up, but we've got that answer.
But at least, so it's the dog. The dog pooped on.
According to the judge.
I feel like Amber Heard still pooped.
That's where I'm at too. But
when I look at human poop and dog poop, it's not the same.
I've never mistaken human poop and dog poop.
If I saw a human turd in my yard, I would be like, there was a person that pooped in my yard.
100%, I could do that too.
Then I would be like, Kent, did you poop in the yard?
Right, exactly.
And he'd be like, maybe you pooped in the yard.
All right, so that was one story. I just wanted to update everyone, and I don't know that there'll be. I mean, since Poopgate, this brings an end to Poopgate.
Poopgate has come to an end. How exciting was that, though? From beginning to end, nothing
I know,
but straight excitement.
What a roller coaster ride!
Wow. At least my family's not that dysfunctional.
And then I've been liking this story too because it seems like for the past 2 weeks,
Yeah,
the Kardashians have been getting nothing but terrible press.
that's true.
So it started with when Kim rented that private island
For her birthday.
for all of her friends
Yeah.
amid the coronavirus, all
Right.
this stuff.
Yep.
She's been defending it steadfast.
Yeah.
And now another Kardashian threw a humongous party. It was for Halloween and Kendall Jenner's 25th birthday.
Okay, I did see this.
There was about 100 guests. Guests including Haley and Justin Bieber,
Okay.
The Weeknd, Jaden Smith, Kim and Kanye.
I saw this on social media.
Kylie, Travis Scott, Paris Hilton, Quavo, Doja Cat, Devin Booker,
All right.
all these people there. They do say that all the staff and all the party guests had to take rapid COVID testing in order to be allowed in.
I want to know why they get rapid COVID testing and we had to wait days.
So what do you make of this? I love seeing the Kardashians get dragged. I just don't like them.
I don't believe that there was like any rapid COVID testing. I just feel like
Don't even really know what that means, to be honest with you, but
I guess like where you can just like swab and get your results back right
that
away.
possible? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even buy that.
So I took a COVID test and I got the results. I took it around 8 a.m. I got the results around 5, I think.
Yeah,
that
that's
night.
whenever I found out I had COVID. I took my test at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and I found out like by 8 that night.
Yeah, so that's pretty rapid.
But like, okay, so say they're doing that, and then the day, like, do they all have to like quarantine?
I don't know.
After their
That's
test,
the
like, you know
thing.
what I'm saying? I just don't buy it. I don't buy that, like, even if rapid testing is a thing, that it's still 100%
Yeah,
reliable. I
but
guess.
they're all about partying. COVID be damned, you know. But you know, it's so.
I saw her like blowing out candles on a cake, like with her breath, like how COVID is
like exactly. Literally, I didn't even think
transferred.
about that.
Like,
Remember
and
when I-
then the
remember when I blew
waiter
on
that's
your-
holding the cake is just like,
Remember when I blew on your imaginary soup? Do you remember a few episodes ago? Like, oh, here's some food. Let me blow on it.
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
Here's something we're all about to eat.
yeah. I know, especially watching kids blow out birthday candles is
It's
another
just-
kind of pain.
Talk about spreading droplets.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
I just, like, I get it, it's Halloween, and I know that you want to have fun, but especially after Kim. Like, what did you expect to happen? You just saw the shit show that started when Kim did this.
On a private island.
And you're right. And you're just going to be like, everybody come on. Sure, why not?
Come on, Biebers.
Yeah.
So I saw that.
That's my thoughts on that.
Speaking
I can't ever say too much about COVID because I've still lived a pretty normal life since COVID was a thing, so I can't. But I'm not like blowing out birthday candles on other people's cakes or nothing.
So we don't know for sure. We do know that Kanye voted for Kanye.
That's the most Kanye thing to happen.
Correct. It's looking like potentially his wife, Kim Kardashian, may have not voted for Kanye. And I'm just like...
Could we blame her?
I mean, like, I think even she realizes that this is way out of control. Right. So, okay, there's always been that word on the third-party candidate. I hate to kind of like throw it out there like this, but people call it a wasted vote.
Right, yeah.
With Kanye, it's literally a wasted vote because he cannot win.
Right.
Even if everyone who could vote for Kanye voted for Kanye, he still could not win.
Right.
So it's literally a wasted vote.
Yeah.
So...
Literally.
I can't blame Kim.
It just makes me so sad.
It makes me, I can't blame Kim if she did not support her husband in this.
To me, that seems like an educated vote.
Kim, yeah.
Is educated in this sense.
So, but it seemed like from her social media activity, she was supporting Biden-Harris.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, that shocked me just now.
Well, you never know. I mean, first of all, you'd think... this is probably the first time in the history of presidential elections that a wife did not vote for her husband.
I guess that's true. Like, we don't know. We don't know what Melania's up to. We don't know. We don't know, because I see you, girlfriend, like, blink twice if you need help.
Oh, she needs help.
I saw her circle by. I can see it in my mind right now, her just being like, Biden.
So, yeah, get me out of this White House.
Stupid orange man. I love it.
So this story here was what was going to lead me into the House Divided. So,
okay.
The story is that Lil Wayne's girlfriend, Denise, I believe it's pronounced Bidot.
Okay.
But it's Bidot. I don't know who it is. She's a model.
Okay.
She broke up with Wayne reportedly because of his endorsement of Trump.
Ooh.
And so this was unrelated to my Facebook status, the one that Maddie was referencing earlier. I just asked, but I was surprised. A lot of people assumed I was in a House Divided.
Right.
And it was following a similar question I posed a few weeks ago. I was like, hey, couples who have really different taste in music, how do you do it?
Right.
Because I was thinking if we go on like a long car trip or like if we're like cleaning up the house, like we put on music, like it'd be really hard if I hated her music. Like if she loved country music, like that'd be really hard for me.
Yeah.
Because it makes me want to puke.
Literally.
Yeah. Or there's obviously some stuff we don't agree on, but there's plenty we do.
I know there's certain artists where I'm like, why are we listening to him again?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or it's not even again, it's just like she's like, I don't know, there's like the rock and metal stuff that I'm into, which is, not so much as the metal, but like the rock stuff. She doesn't love it. There's some stuff she can tolerate. But we can definitely find a playlist we agree on.
Right.
I think it'd be hard to go on a long car ride with someone and one of you hates the music.
Yeah.
Same with this political season specifically, where the candidates are so morally and ethically diametrically opposed.
Well, yeah, and just the country in general is just so vicious about it right now that
It's
it just
so
like
heated.
makes you want to be vicious about it too.
It would make me be like, if she was voting differently than I was this time, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And like, that would be hard for me, I think.
Yeah.
That's not a situation that I'm in.
Right.
A lot of people assume that I was. I'm not.
I don't think I assumed that.
Some people did.
Okay. I don't think that I did.
And
I don't think I was shocked to learn that you guys were on the same side of things.
Yeah, you weren't because you know us.
Right, yeah. So I think I was just like, well, that makes sense.
But so I am shocked to learn that you are in that situation. Yeah. Dude, what is that like?
Oh, did my family eat that up? They're
Please.
Like, oh, Kent, woohoo, welcome to the choo-choo train.
Please fill me in. What is this like?
So it goes exactly like this. He has his opinions and political views, and I respectfully respect those and understand why he thinks the way that he does, and he does the same for me, and then it's fine.
Okay.
How I wish everyone could be, my family included. I'm like, my God, if I can live under the same roof with somebody, how come y'all can't not talk shit about me behind my back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my husband and I have different political views, and typically it's not like that. And we have had like some serious long conversations about this. I totally understand why he's voting the way that he's voting and why I voted the way I voted, and vice versa. He totally understands things that are specifically important to me that aren't as important to him, or things that might, for lack of better words, trump things that he cares about, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I'm just like, listen, that's, you do you and I'll do me. And it's like so peaceful. There's like never even been an argument about it. It's just like, cool, man. I do know it was like a pretty tough decision for him. You know? Yeah, because he wants to support me, because that's like what the husband's supposed to do. And he knows how passionate I am about this stuff. But he's definitely like a more, I don't know how to say it, like scientific, like factual person. I don't know how else to say it. Like he's very like critical and like really like pros and cons, you know what I mean? And I'm like the more compassionate one that's just like, but what about the women and the children?
Yeah.
He's like, but the jobs and the economy, you know what I mean? So it's just like, we have different priorities that we prioritize over other ones.
Yeah.
But it's been peaceful.
Gotcha.
I hope he's not mad that I'm talking about who he voted for. Sorry.
Well, you didn't say who he voted for. You just said it wasn't who you voted for.
For all we know, he could have been, what's it called?
Independent.
Independent.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
Joe Jorgensen was a libertarian, I believe.
That,
So
that one.
You never know. Although you did go choo-choo.
We'll just leave it.
And you did the Joe Jorgensen train.
Joe has a train. I've seen it.
It was just, was it 1 or 2 weeks ago, I told you about Despacito becoming the most watched music video, or I'm sorry, video.
It was like 2 episodes ago, I think.
It is no longer the most watched video on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, I'm very happy to hear that. And what is? It's got to be Taylor Swift something. No?
But you may have even guessed this one when we were talking about the Despacito one. But it is back to being, I believe it's back to being Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, my old friend.
I was going to say, and a lot of those you're probably responsible for. I remember back in the radio days.
Now Baby Shark makes sense. I can understand why people are still playing that. Mm-hmm. Their kids still like it. Why are we still playing Despacito? Like, why is there like a tug of war?
No idea.
Like, Baby Shark just makes sense. Kids still like to listen to Baby Shark. It's always new because it's always new kids. This song is not always new. It's always terrible, though.
How many views do you think they have?
Well, it's got to be like 1 billion.
7.05 billion is how many Baby Shark has.
I mean, at least the 0.5 goes to me.
Despacito is 7.04.
I mean, thank God we grew out of Despacito. At least I did, and thank God Woodson grew out of Baby Shark.
How was your Halloween?
It was okay. I forgot we haven't talked since Halloween. Yeah.
So, by the way, Woodson looked great as Machine Gun Kelly.
He made the little Machine Gun Woodson.
That was so cute.
He played the part so well. He had like his tongue out all night, like playing his guitar. It was so cute. Turns out he hates trick-or-treating.
Really?
Hates it. I thought he'd be all over it, going up to strangers, like knocking on people's doors. No, he was like, no.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so what do? You just abandon mission?
Yeah, I had just left him in the street and I went home. I just abandoned him. Yeah. No, we just went to like family members' houses and stuff like that and kind of jumped around. And one of our family members lives in like a really nice subdivision. I was like, oh, perfect. We'll try to get him to trick or treat. Like his very first time trick or treating, because he kind of grasped the concept now. And I was out of Milky Ways. Yeah. So I was going to make him go work for it. And he like went up to one house and was like, all of a sudden, like Mr. Shy Guy. And I'm like, dude, you're Machine Gun Kelly. You're a freaking rock star. You're not scared of people.
Yeah.
No, he was terrified, so we just had to go home.
That's adorable, though.
Yeah.
He'll probably outgrow that.
I know. Can you imagine, like, this little baby with, like, fake tattoo sleeves just, like, running down the street?
By the way, crying like a little baby also makes his costume that much more accurate.
I know.
That's when I think of Machine Gun Kelly, I just think of...
a little punk.
Kind of a little bitch, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he could kick my ass, but it's like...
I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like he's kind of puny.
Yeah, he dresses like a Golden Girl, and like I don't think he's very cool. I don't know how else to put it. So
Machine Gun Woodson's way better.
Machine Gun Kelly obviously is a celebrity. Mm-hmm. Do you care? I have Now, here, let me make sure I word this properly. It's the top 20 most popular celebrity Halloween costumes. So it's what people are dressing as. What celebrity
That are celebrities.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. I know a few off the top of my head. Cardi B and Beyonce have to be on there.
Cardi B and Beyonce, number 8 and number 7.
Ooh, okay.
You want to keep going?
What about Ariana Grande?
Number 1.
Oh my gosh.
Number 1. I saw some in my Facebook, at least one in my Facebook news feed.
Billie Eilish.
Not on here.
No, not on there.
Mm-hmm.
I know last year that was a big costume, was to be Billie Eilish. I'm trying to think of like men. I maybe Offset, since Cardi's on there. A lot of people going as Cardi and Offset.
That makes sense, but not on here.
No? What about like Elvis? Is that considered a celebrity?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And boy, you're in the right ballpark, but not on here.
Oh, but not on there. Okay.
But there are definitely people from that.
What about like Kiss, like the band Kiss?
Not on here.
I saw people dress up as that.
These are all really good guesses, though.
But not on there?
I'll give you a few more if you want.
Okay, yeah, give me some.
Oh, I mean, like, I'll give you a few more guesses.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, you can't really like dress up as a celebrity unless they have like a signature look or a signature look from a certain video or photo shoot or something like that, which is why my mind immediately went to like Cardi B and Beyonce and Ariana Grande because they all have pretty signature looks.
Boy, it is a lot of musicians. It's almost all musicians.
Probably the Kardashians or something are on there.
Kim's number 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kylie's number 4.
Oh, we have more family.
Kendall's number 6.
Oh.
So
look,
you're knocking them out.
Ding, ding, ding,
yeah,
ding,
Family
ding.
Feud sound effects.
Okay, and who are the rest?
All right, so number 1 is Ariana Grande. We talked about that one. You got her.
I can't believe she's number 1.
Number 2 is a bit surprising. Britney Spears.
Oh my gosh, are we dressing up as now Britney Spears?
No, I would think personally
that is rough.
Baby One More Time, Britney Spears. I would think.
Let's hope.
When you think of her signature look, that's the one you go to, right?
Right, the checkered skirt with this shirt tied. Totally. Not like my extensions falling out. I have yesterday's. I have like yesterday's mascara on. I'm doing a weird belly dance in front of my camera. Let's not dress as that Britney.
I bet you the second most popular look for her is probably the flesh tone bodysuit.
Yes.
With the snake.
Yeah.
So
I'm cool with that.
Number 3 is Cher.
Ah, that's a good one.
We mentioned Kylie Jenner. Mm-hmm. Number 5 is Heidi Klum.
I wonder how you dress up as Kylie Jenner. Again, like that, not like a very signature look.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
6 is Kendall. 7 Beyonce. 8 Cardi B. 9 Kim. You got all those. Number 10. I did see a few of these this year. Elton John.
Oh, no, I didn't see any of those.
Lady Gaga.
That's a good one. Again, she has so many signature looks that I feel like if you picked one and recreated it, that people would know what you were.
I feel like you may have said this, but now I'm thinking you said this during the last conversation. But Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Dolly Parton.
Again, you're speaking of dressing like Golden Girls. I feel like that's Taylor Swift.
Maybe.
Dolly Parton. Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Pink.
Again. Okay.
Marilyn Monroe. That's always a popular one.
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
Yeah,
Boy,
I see that costume a lot.
I think I saw a marshmallow costume at I did a really fun wedding on Halloween.
Oh yeah,
costume party.
Oh, that's so fun.
It was so much fun.
What a missed opportunity for me. I should have just held out till Halloween this year, huh?
What do you mean?
For my wedding.
Oh, it
would have been so cool.
It was definitely
so
a fun
neat.
wedding.
Maybe next time.
Number 17, Michael Jackson.
Okay, again,
see
traditional.
some of those for sure.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton is 18. 19 is BTS.
Who's BTS? Oh,
isn't that
like the Korean band?
K-pop band?
Yeah.
And then number 20 is Madonna.
Okay.
I think with her, she's had a lot of signature looks, but I would think the number 1 is like a Virgin Madonna.
I think if I had to pick anyone that I would want to dress up, like say I had like unlimited budget and I could just be whoever I wanted, I would pick like a Gaga, like iconic look, meet dress situation.
Meet dress.
And I would do that.
That's cool.
Because I think she dresses up in costumes herself.
All the time, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not even like dresses. For her, it's like every day is Halloween when you're Gaga, and I love it.
So this, I don't exactly know how okay, I'm trying to figure out how this voting took place, but there was a poll done or some sort of fact-based way of determining what celebrities are most influential politically.
Taylor Swift for sure.
Taylor Swift is on the list. Yeah. Very good.
She is for sure influential, I feel like. Ariana Grande, too. I think they both push voting a lot.
I don't see them.
Not necessarily, but they both are very vocal, I guess I'll say.
Okay, so Taylor Swift is number 2.
What about Demi Lovato?
not on here.
Okay, because I know she's been
You need
pretty
to think
loud.
you need to think of their reach plus their message.
Well, Kardashians. No?
Not politics.
Oh my gosh.
So number
shocked.
one was LeBron James. They say he's a celebrity who's done the most to raise awareness and motivate people to vote.
I like that. I like that. Not at all where my head was at.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even thinking athletes, but I like it.
Number two is Taylor Swift. You got her.
Mm-hmm.
And then The Rock was number three, and then Oprah.
Oprah.
So when asked to name the celebrity whose opinion they trusted the most regarding politics or social issues, Tom Hanks came in first, followed by...
I don't even know what Tom Hanks is up to. Like, what's he doing? He's talking about politics, I guess?
No, but I mean, he got COVID. He was one of the first celebrities to get COVID.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
And that was when he was filming a movie, and I know he's filming something else now too. So he's very busy.
Okay.
The Rock got second in this one. It's kind of like a different category.
Right.
Then Oprah, then LeBron. As far as just Democrats, Oprah was the most influential, they said, followed by Tom Hanks, The Rock, and LeBron. And then for Republicans, I love this list. So here, I'll give you the conservative ones again. Oprah, Tom Hanks, The Rock, LeBron.
I'm sitting at that table for sure.
You're not sitting at the Kid Rock table?
Oh, I'm going to have to pass.
Ted Nugent, number two. And then
I don't even know who that is.
Strangely, it says Tom Hanks and The Rock, who are also on the other list. So
I don't want to sit at that table. I want to sit with Oprah.
I think so too.
I want like her to give me a hug and tell me everything's going to be okay.
I have this weird relationship with him because like I used to be like a really big Kid Rock fan.
Yeah.
And now I look at that Rob and I want to throw him in a locker. Mm-hmm. Like I just feel like, boy, what the hell was wrong with you? Like even if you like the music, like whatever.
Right.
He's never been cool.
He
to
just
me
looks so
now.
dirty.
And just not cool.
I want to like scrub him, but like not look.
One of my favorite Kid Rock memories though is he came when I was working at the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
He came into the Howard Stern show, and
How exciting.
Him and Howard they put mayonnaise on a naked girl's butt, and they threw bologna at her butt because she was heavy. and I remember being
Was this like on the show?
Yeah.
In a 2020
Radio
world.
used to be a fun. It used to be
in
the
a
Wild
2020
West.
world, that would never fly.
Yeah, this girl wanted to meet Kid Rock, and she was a fat baker. So they put like
Never trust a skinny one.
They put mayonnaise on her huge ass and just throw bologna at it. And I'm not lying. You can watch it. It was like
That totally trumps my favorite Kid Rock story.
What's yours?
Shelly got roofied at a concert.
I don't mean to laugh at that.
That's way better, though.
And Shelly got roofied at a Kid Rock concert. Kid Rock threw bologna at her ass.
This just goes to show I'm not sitting at Kid Rock's table. I'm not sitting over there.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry.
I'm only laughing because you're laughing. That sounds very serious. If your
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was just there for like the aftermath. It was my older sister and one of her friends and my mom went to a Kid Rock concert. And then these guys were like buying them all drinks. And the next thing you know, Shelly can't walk, which has happened before.
No, if she says she was roofied, I believe her.
But she swears they put something in her drink because they had to like carry her out of there. That Shelly was not having a good time at that concert and they had to leave. And she thinks that one of the guys put something. She still to this day swears
I believe her.
somebody put something in her drink.
Especially at a Kid Rock concert.
And I remember my sister telling me like, no, like she couldn't walk. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't just like alcohol.
No, I totally believe her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I don't know why my initial my instinct was to laugh because I guess you were laughing.
Right.
So it almost seemed like
I thought it was funny. Yeah, but I was like 10 when this happened, by the way. But I couldn't have been 10 because that means my sister would have been 14. She was like old enough to drink, so I was like.
I mean, I remember Kid Rock was it here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think Kid Rock's been here twice since I've lived here.
Yeah, so, it's definitely not something to laugh about.
No.
But it's definitely like of course it happened to Shelly.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I'm also like, of course it happened at a Kid Rock concert.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Which is why we're not sitting at his table. I'm sticking with Oprah. I don't think Oprah would ever roofie me. But if anyone was going to roofie me, I would probably pick Oprah.
According to this survey done by YouGov, we've talked about this before. It says only 7% of people want to keep the time change the way we continue to do them. I'm so
7% of people want us to continue falling
means
back
the
and
other-
springing forward.
here's what the
Ew.
survey says.
If you're one of those people
What? I thought you were like that.
that likes when the time changes,
No, they're saying that only 7% think it's a good the way we're doing it is right.
I'm not that person.
Me neither. We're part of the bigger percentage. The
That
90
just wants it to stay the same.
Yeah, stop changing the clocks.
Yeah, stop fucking doing it.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
It's like midnight and it's only 5 p.m. It's annoying.
I know, it drives me crazy.
It drives me insane. People get seasonal depression. It's just not good.
So I like when it gets dark earlier for some reason. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but it's just, I don't know, at 2 a.m. I like when it gets darker early.
Yeah.
But I don't like moving the time. It drives me
Just
crazy.
leave it alone.
And we do it twice a year.
It's too many times. So are you saying that you wish fall back like what we've done recently, it would stay like this forever? Because now we have two opposing sides on that.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. I just know I want to stop the time change.
I think that like if I had to pick, I would want it to be like when we spring forward because it's lighter later.
But keep in mind that we also get more daylight because it's the spring.
True.
Now it's like it's getting closer to winter solstice than summer solstice.
That's true.
So it wouldn't.
How about we just leave it alone?
Yeah, wherever we're at right now, just stop changing it.
Just stop. Can we like? There's got to be a petition out there to do this.
Oh, there certainly are.
Yeah. Well, drop the link below, and I'm going to sign the shit out of it.
I saw this too, and I was surprised to see the results of this survey. So there's some schools that are considering a policy that kids can't fail this year because of how difficult this year is for everybody.
Okay.
I am opposed to this.
Yeah.
45% of people say it's a good idea. 38
A good idea to not let people fail?
Correct.
Well, then people are just going to stop trying.
But 38% are against it, and that means the rest are undecided. Mm-hmm. But my thing is like, look, we have to stop taking it so easy on the kids.
Not only that, if you would have told me in high school you're not going to fail this year either way,
it's party
I'm out.
time. It's party time.
I'm out. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like if you like are at your job and they're like, "Oh, we don't have anything else for you to do today," like, but you could just get started on. No, you're done. You're done for the day. Like you're just in cruise control. You know what I mean?
Dude, I understand.
So if you would have told me, especially high school Maddie West, you're not going to fail this year regardless. Done.
My thing is just like,
it's already easier because it's online. I promise you, it's already easier.
like around here, it's like if before there's even a flake of snow, school's canceled.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You spit on the road and
And
like
we're
call
just,
it off.
We're making them a little soft. I'm worried.
I think so.
A little soft.
And I'm not necessarily worried about everything being virtual this year, even though I do think for a lot of people it is more difficult to learn virtually. I know I never took online classes in school because I'm like, no, I have to actually go sit. That's how I learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I do think that they know that. And I mean, I don't know. I've never seen these online classes, so I can't really say. But I'm like, I bet if it's online, it's probably a bit easier.
Or it's just like,
Or there's got to be a bit more leniency.
If you can do it in your underwear,
Right.
while you have a yogurt open,
Yeah.
and your
And
Nintendo
your cell phone
Switch over,
Googling all the answers.
I'm sorry, I'm not even sure I agree. It's a harder year personally. So
Yeah, I agree. I think that it being all online is probably in most people's benefit.
So there's that. So I want to talk to you about this dating survey I saw. So imagine you're single.
Okay.
And you're on one of those dating apps.
Yeah.
And you see a person who's posed with a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you more apt to swipe one way or another?
I would think so. Yeah.
Which way? So does that make you, do you think?
I would, is it right when you like them? You swipe right
I don't know.
or you swipe?
Never had to swipe.
I don't me either.
So would you be more apt to dating them or less apt to dating them?
More. I think it would be cute.
Okay.
Like it would show that they were like,
So dog was the
cuddly.
biggest one. 50% were more willing,
but
9%
a cat,
less willing.
A cat?
So a cat's next.
You're getting a blowjob first date.
Oh, so you like cats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know I'm more of a cat person.
Cats, like, I'm allergic, and I mean, I like cats just
Yeah.
fine, but I'm allergic.
As long as your house doesn't smell like cat piss, as long as you're not like one of those cat people.
Well, again, it's just you just see it on their default picture.
Then I mean, as long as they're like scooping the litter box regularly, then okay.
What if they have a horse?
Oh God, that's so much work.
I love horses.
I'd rather you have a kid than a horse, maybe.
I think
'Cause
a
at least
horse-
it can like go somewhere else for the weekend.
I think a horse is. I like horse. I like it.
I don't think
Plus-
I wouldn't feel a certain type of way. To me, it comes across like a bit like country. And I would just kind of maybe be turned off to that.
Yeah, but
Just all honesty.
look, I don't think anyone with a horse is going to ask me to borrow money. You know what I mean? Like they're probably
True.
no one broke has a horse.
True. He's for sure picking up the tab on the date. Okay.
What about a parrot?
No, I think bird people are weird.
Okay.
There's always food everywhere.
It is.
It's messy.
Like, at least
they
it's
poop.
a parrot, but like I don't like those little like.
You can't potty train them. They actually just poop, and then you just have to clean it up.
It's a bird is they're not even very fun. They just kind of stay in the cage.
Unless you can teach them profanity.
A parrot you might be able to. Though.
I feel like, okay.
All right, so parrot less apt.
I think less apt. But if your parrot curses, include that in your bio and more apt.
Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
This one's interesting because I know at least there's one of these in your family.
Uh-oh.
It says a miniature pig.
Well, she's not miniature.
Okay, right. Okay.
Anymore. I think that was her selling point.
Was she
But just
miniature?
like the rest of us, she let herself go after a little while. She's like 65 pounds now. Yes, I think that's cool.
So more apt?
Yeah.
So, okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
About a hamster.
I think it's cool. No, hamsters are gross. Again, you can't potty train them. They like poop in the same cage that they run around in. I've never held one that didn't bite me. I think that they're awful. I think they're rodents, and we should just let them do rodent things.
So I don't want to sway you here. Mm-hmm.
I for sure had them growing up. I had several.
The first 6, none of them were deal breakers for me, but these last 2 might be.
So you're saying if you can have a hamster, if you're putting your hamster in your profile picture, you're fucking weird.
Fair enough.
Like, you're not allowed to be like a proud hamster parent. You're just not. I'm sorry. It makes you
Maddie,
a serial killer.
Before you swipe left on me, this is a gerbil, not a hamster.
It's a rat.
And if you swipe right again,
It's
you'll
a
see
mouse.
my guinea pig.
Oh, a guinea pig too.
All right.
Again, you just like can't potty train them, and they're just like nasty, and their cages stink really bad. And
These last 2 for me might be deal breakers.
okay, you can have one, but we don't need to take photos with it.
Snake.
Oh, I think that's cool.
Oh, I hate snakes.
Really?
I don't know if I could live with a snake.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's cool. I think I would swipe right for sure. If
Really?
right
Okay.
is the correct way to swipe when you do like them, then I would swipe right. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it.
And then the last one, again, and I also find these people to be strange.
Mm-hmm.
Tarantula.
No.
I can't.
No!
I can't.
Stop it! Stop it!
And you know that
Stop getting pet spiders! Stop!
if you have a snake or a tarantula, you definitely have a default picture with them in it.
Right, because
Yeah.
you're weird.
Yeah, I can't stand tarantulas.
I want every single animal listed before to eat your pet tarantula. That's how I feel about your pet tarantula.
Say that again?
I want every animal we listed before to eat your pet tarantula.
I don't know.
Like, they're not fun. They're not fun.
No, you can't do anything
They're-
with them.
Terrifying.
And think about when you think of a pet, you think of things you can actually pet. Dog, cat, whatever.
They can't learn tricks.
A tarantula you can't even pet.
Oh, God, even just saying that, ugh. It's a spider.
Pubic lice.
Pubic lice and tarantulas they're parallel to me. Like,
Yeah,
they're
right?
literally, like, I want pubic lice as much as I want a tarantula.
Correct.
So I want you.
I agree.
How about this? If you have a tarantula, I'm assuming you have pubic lice, and it's a no for me.
How about this? If you have a tarantula in your default picture, I'm swiping left. If you show me your pubic lice, swipe right. Swipe right on those blue waffles.
Everybody deserves love, besides people that own spiders as pets or the people. And listen, I consider myself once again a pretty free thinker and like save the planet. I'm smashing the shit out of any spider. I don't care. I don't care if they eat mosquitoes or whatever y'all been trying to sell me on all these years. They can all die. I don't care what happens to the world when all the spiders die. I'm willing to take that risk.
So I know that this is wrong, and I don't actually believe this, but I'm like that with the bees too. I hate bees.
I don't mind bees so much.
Hate bees. I know they keep our environment.
Now a wasp.
Okay.
Now a wasp. Kill them all.
All right.
Kill them all. Like bees, they're kind of cute, right?
Check this out for the sign of the times.
Okay.
There's a new app. It's called Egree.
And we're swiping on this one too, or we're not?
Well, I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
What this app does is it lets you sign up a legally binding NDA. Do you know what that is? A non-disclosure agreement?
Yeah.
For before you send somebody nudes.
This is what I've been waiting for. Because they're not allowed to share my pictures, are they?
And not without legal recourse.
All right.
And it only costs 99 cents.
Then they'll get to see my butthole. That's it. That's it. So we're going to migrate from OnlyFans over to what's it called?
Egree. No, the app. The app only makes the NDA for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the app's just like I will. So you basically, let's say you're talking to a guy and he wants to see you, as you call it, your butthole, and you want to show it to him, but you're scared that he might show his friends your butthole, or maybe post pictures of your butthole.
That's exactly what I'm scared of.
Yeah. He would have to sign this NDA before you sent him.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah. So there you go.
This is beautiful.
If your butthole gets out, then you could
that
sue
would
him.
suck still because my butthole's still out. Even if I sue him, the damage is done.
Correct. You can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Right.
But,
I don't know now.
Okay, but I mean,
because what if he is like some super rich dude?
Of course he will be if you're sending him your pictures.
And because I'm not selling my butthole for any less than 10 G's. That's what I'm saying. So if he can pay 10 G's for a butthole.
I thought it was just a couple episodes ago. It was $10 for your OnlyFans.
Well, I've upped the ante for the butthole.
Oh, okay.
Because that's uncharted waters back there.
Not like
so I'm just saying, if he signs this NDA and then he pays 10 G's to see my butthole, he can afford a lawyer, right, to fight the case.
Maybe.
I can't. All I got's $10,000. He's for sure got more than $10,000 if he's paying me 10 to see my butthole.
Well, listen, this is on
Logic.
you, but I would just feel much safer doing it, knowing that
I would too.
I had this non-disclosure agreement.
Maybe I shouldn't show my butthole at all if I'm worried.
That's probably what a lot of people.
I mean, if you want to see my boobs, I think they're on my plastic surgeon's website.
Are they really?
Yeah, I'm sure there are. There's a gallery. I mean, it's probably they're like 5 years old now. Maybe not now.
Well, you can just go and see people's before and after.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You can just search Maddie and find.
I don't think you could search me, but
it sounds like Pornhub.
I would be able to be like, them are mine.
Oh, so we wouldn't be.
It's just like their chest photos of their before and afters to show the surgeon's work. There's like nose jobs, boob jobs.
Should I overlay?
And I was just always like,
in the Facebook video.
Ooh, I hope mine are so good. He picks mine for his website. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen them?
No, I never followed back up with it.
Look. And then tell us if they're on there.
I will.
Please do.
But I mean, they're 5 years old now. There's probably way better boobs on there now.
Guarantee you no one listening cares. The average couple argues over restaurants 156 times in a year.
Never.
You guys don't eat out that much though, do you?
No. We're so poor. No, we really don't. But we always if we're ever where do we want to go to eat? It's always Hotheads.
By the way, I love all the... Oh, Hotheads, really?
Always.
I mean, they're good.
Always.
They're clear across town from you, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if it's always what do we want? Oh, we're kind of feeling this. It's always just if we can't decide, there's never an argument because we're Hotheads.
Something about when you said we're so poor or whatever, it reminded me that I love, again, I hate memes. I love the Biden tax bracket memes.
I haven't seen it.
So it's just they'll show what is obviously a poor white person in a dirty trailer or whatever.
Yeah.
And be like, but that Biden tax plan though, or something like that, talking about how, because it only affects you if you make over 400 G's a year.
Right, yeah.
And, people who are because all the dumbasses on my newsfeed are talking about it clearly does not affect you.
Right.
Dude who I went to high school with who's not making more than 35 grand a year.
You're still trying to sell me your flat tummy tea girlfriend and you're worried about the Biden tax bracket?
Right, exactly. No, I don't think you have anything to worry about, sweetheart.
Right, yeah.
Let's see. The things that they're arguing about are where to order from. It sounds like you and Kent don't have that problem.
No, we always know where to go in worst case scenario.
I'm going to say with us, we're getting better about it. If I'll ask Brittany to choose, she'll choose.
Right, yeah.
And it's that's all I wanted. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, Kent is first of all, so limited on where he can eat anyway because there's not a lot of places that offer a plentiful gluten-free menu. And so really we only have
Hotheads have a gluten-free menu?
No, but Hotheads is burritos or burrito bowls. Burritos, obviously, the shell has gluten in it, so he just gets bowls.
Okay.
It's just rice and chicken and stuff like that.
So here, give me where are the places you can go to, and then I'm going to rank them for you.
It's just a lot of rice, basically.
Okay.
We love wasabi or sushi of any sort.
I ate there once, and it was so... I don't even like sushi.
Wasabi is so good.
Yeah, that was good.
And you can get like a shitload of sushi for like $50. Like, and you know, if we're spending $50, there's so much sushi in there. There's like 5 rolls and like 2 things of rice and even something for Woodson.
No, I got an order. I believe it was called like a fat boy roll or a white boy roll or something.
White boy roll. That's Ken's favorite.
I got the white boy roll with some bang bang shrimp.
So good.
Wrap it up, man.
So good. I'm going to have to go there tonight, damn it. And I'm poor. You just heard me say it.
All right, so hold on. So you got hotheads and you got wasabi. They're both good. What else do you guys eat?
Amy's on Franklin.
I haven't eaten there. I tried to eat there once and they wouldn't let me in.
It's my favorite place of all time. Okay. My favorite restaurant in the city and probably beyond. Some of the best food I've ever had.
I know you've always spoken highly of them.
So good. And again, they don't necessarily have a gluten-free menu, but they have exquisite steaks and stuff, and obviously steak, any kind of meat is gluten-free.
And Amy won yesterday, right? Amy.
I'm not sure. I haven't followed up yet.
I'm almost positive Amy.
She got my vote.
Okay, hold on a second. Projected. Then I saw a Facebook status where it's like, I'm not the winner.
I don't think there's any. The last I checked, which has been a few hours ago, I didn't see any official.
If I'm not mistaken,
announcement.
Now, like I said, if it doesn't have to do with music, video games, or pro wrestling, never take. I'm not an expert. Mm-hmm. I was the one who said, "Ain't no way Joe Biden's winning on Tuesday." Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind. But if I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw Amy was in first place.
Okay. Right on.
And you pick,
she can make an incredible spicy chicken sandwich while she's at it.
And I think you get 2 choices.
Okay.
So you have to be in third to not win. Like first and second both get on there, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope, I think you're right.
And by the way, that's the case. Congratulations, Amy. She's a friend of ours.
Yes, she is. We love her.
Yeah, I like Amy a lot.
We love her. So yeah, if we're going out to eat, Amy's typically.
I've eaten at other restaurants of hers.
Lamasco's. Yeah, Lamasco's is incredible.
Doesn't she own?
Fortunately, they don't have a lot of gluten-free options.
Is she sauced?
No. She was Dapper Pig.
Okay, right, but that's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, it's under new ownership. I'm pretty sure someone bought it. I don't even think it's called Dapper Pig anymore. I can't really remember, but it's not Amy anymore. I don't think she sold it. I'm pretty sure.
But anyway,
love her, and yeah, that's if we're like going and sitting down and eating and like date night or something like that. We're definitely hitting up places like Cafe Arizu. Amy's on Franklin. Like we're hitting up those kind of like small, cozy, quaint kind of places like for date night.
What can Ken eat at Amy's?
At Amy's steak.
Okay.
They have like incredible steaks. And even if he doesn't feel like having a steak, any kind of sandwich or whatever that they make, he just takes the bun off of.
For some reason, I'm interested in this. Where else can you guys eat?
Red Robin has gluten-free buns. Culver's has...
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell to the yeah, Red Robin. That's the shit I do like.
Yeah.
That's the shit I do like because I love Red Robin.
Well, not only... Talk about those...
I'm going to literally have to order wasabi right now. You don't understand. I keep thinking about it.
Endless fries. And by the way, for a diabetic like me, you can sub out endless fries for endless Caesar salad. I love Caesar salad.
Can you really do that?
Yeah, and you can sub out, if you want to get super diabetic, you can sub out the bun for, what's it, a lettuce bun?
Lettuce wrap?
Yeah, lettuce wrap.
Well, slap my ass. That sounds great.
Yeah, exactly, right?
That sounds like a lot of lettuce. But they have gluten-free buns, and so does Culver's. The fast food place. They have gluten-free buns as well.
Culver's we eat at a lot, and I like.
I love Culver's,
and I hate to say this because it's going to make me sound super broke. And it's not even that I can't afford it, but I feel like they're a little expensive for what you get.
They're a little expensive for, essentially fast food.
That's the kind of where I'm at, too.
Yeah, and then Ken's favorite is wings. So anywhere he can get wings, naked wings, obviously not breaded or boneless because, whatever. Yep. Lots of gluten in that. And then like A-Zip has cauliflower crust pizza.
That's true.
There's a couple other local places that have like cauliflower crust or gluten-free crust as well.
Cool.
So, but really wings, that's like his number one thing. If he can get wings there, naked wings, then he'll get that.
Who's going to pick it up is argument number 3.
We just always go together.
How sweet.
Yeah. I'm not going by myself.
I just go by myself usually. Yeah. How much to get? And will you share a meal or each get your own?
Sometimes I think we typically each get our own, but if we're ordering for something from somewhere like Wasabi, we're sharing because that's what you do with sushi. Like it's usually not like he gets a roll and I get a roll. It's usually we just get like 3 or 4 and then just eat. They
say you waste about 44 hours a year arguing about food with your significant other.
Just be poor and then you just never eat out.
And 2 out of 5 people say food compatibility is so important in a relationship that it could be a deal breaker if they were dating someone who liked different foods than them.
If Kent didn't like Mexican, because again, that's another go-to, lots of rice and steaks and, so he can eat pretty well anything there.
I can work it out with Brittany and she's vegetarian.
True.
So,
and I can work it out with Kent. He's gluten free.
And I was the one who's like, music is important and politics are important, but the food.
Dude, food's very important in a relationship.
Dude, we bought.
Especially if like one of you can't cook and you have no choice, or one of you doesn't enjoy cooking. Like, I enjoy cooking, so it's nothing. But, you know, like, if you date somebody that doesn't enjoy cooking and you can't agree on food with them, how do you?
I don't know.
You don't.
I don't know.
You don't. Break up with them now. This is your sign.
So this is actually kind of funny now I think about it, because it's such a gross amount. But do you know what? Have you heard of Impossible meat?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're a vegetarian, Impossible meat is like the holy grail of food. Like,
Right.
you cherish, if it's on a menu, like, you'll go out of your way for Impossible meat.
Yeah. I've seen it on a few. I know like Burger King has it. I know Brew Burger has it. I'm pretty sure they have like an Impossible or a
Brew Burger has one,
or like a veggie burger. So that's not the same as like a veggie burger or a bean or a black bean burger, correct?
It is a veggie burger. It's a different. Black bean is like a style that's also a veggie burger. It's not. It's a burger made of veggies.
Right. Yeah.
But the Impossible meat is like so. It's perfect. Like, you can't
Right.
tell.
I know
the
we've
difference.
tried it before.
So
when Burger King came out with it, we tried it.
That's right. We did.
Yeah, and it tasted like
it's
Whopper
hard to tell the
me.
difference.
Yeah, it tasted fine.
In fact, several times when we've ordered it, my wife doesn't even eat it because she thinks that they made a mistake in the kitchen.
Really?
And it drives me crazy because it happens every time we order it. And I'm like, Brittany, don't order it if you're not going to eat it.
They need to like dye it a certain color, so she's
Right?
like extra sure. Yeah.
But anyway, so they started selling it in some stores here in
Okay,
town.
cool.
And that was a big deal. But then the problem is you can't get it. Because it sells
are
out so
people
fast.
really loving this?
So here's what
I'm shocked, especially in Evansville,
here's what we had to do to
ensure
that we get Impossible
meat. So is this like ground beef, or is it like how are you when you're buying it? What does it look like?
Think of it like almost like hamburger meat. It looks
Okay.
like hamburger meat.
like ground beef.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So to ensure that we get our Impossible meat, which by the way, I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's just as good as normal meat, and the texture's almost kind of better.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And where are you finding it? Where are you? Or can
So
you not reveal
here's
your
the
source
problem.
because you don't want people to know?
So I think she used to get them at like Meijer.
Okay.
But every time she went to get it, she was making special. We don't usually shop at Meijer.
Right.
But she would go there out of her way for it, but it was never on the shelf. So I won't reveal this next place.
Okay.
But there's a
It's
place
like a
that
little honey hole for you guys.
sells it in bulk.
Ooh.
So we had to ask ourselves, do we want to buy our Impossible meat $250 at a time?
And you did. I already
And
know
we-
the answer.
and of course-
Did you like invest in a deep freezer or what the hell?
No, it's just in our freezer.
Is it more expensive than ground beef?
Yeah, I'm
yeah, it's
almost
gotta
positive,
be. Right, yeah.
But we have to ensure that we get Impossible meat. And by the way,
So you have $250 worth of meat in your fridge.
we've been eating at it, so it's less than that now. But yeah, $250 a pop.
Incredible.
Impossible.
I feel like it's the people that like kill deers and then they like have a whole deer or like a whole cow. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can like
it's
buy
taking up
like
a lot of freezer
you can
space.
buy like a half a cow or something like that, which I
Yep.
have no idea you could even do that.
And
So you bought like half of a what? Nothing.
a tree
A tree.
or whatever.
Vegetables.
But if she was like, okay, we ran out of Impossible meat, do we want to buy another $250 slab?
Well, you have to because she's a vegetarian, and like you said, it's
Well,
probably cheaper in bulk as well.
There's other kind of fake meat you can get, but Impossible is just a better.
Oh, it's just
it's noticeably better.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
she made,
like I always get the extra lean ground beef because it's just better.
like she made a Philly
You pay
cheesesteak
more, but-
on Sunday. It was amazing.
So good.
She made tacos last night. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
again, I'm a meat eater.
I'm making tacos tonight.
I thought you were getting wasabi.
Oh yeah, I have to text Kim
I mean,
and
which
tell him
I
I'm
don't-
about
I
to
don't care
drop
what you do.
50 at
Yeah,
least.
then make your tacos. Do whatever you gotta
so
do.
hungry. I'm gonna eat both.
So yeah, so that's that. I don't even
Yeah.
know how we got to the Impossible meat, but
Me either, but I'm
There's-
so excited.
we drop a quarter of a quarter G on our meat.
I mean, that's probably about right when I break it down to about how much meat I get, probably per pound. It's probably similar. I just space it out.
The 8 most annoying conversations couples have over and over again. That's not great. I'll skip that one.
Okay,
Here's a story I wanted to share with you.
ready?
Okay, so there was this iPhone repair shop. They
Okay.
repair iPhones.
Right?
This The headline here, I'll give you some of the facts. You give me, I want to see your reaction or just get your reaction. I just have to, it's going to be very Maddie West. So this guy is working at the repair shop and he was documenting this on TikTok. And the guy who's posting it is the guy who is repairing. He's the repairman.
Okay.
He opens up an iPhone and in the battery compartment, he finds a $100 bill and a small note. The note says, quote, "Please tell my wife the phone is unfixable. She wants to check the call history.
Uh-oh.
$100 is yours." Maddie West, what do you do?
Well, wait. Is the wife going to come pick it up? Why is the wife involved?
If the phone is repairable, it gets repaired, she can check his call log.
Oh.
And that's what he doesn't want to happen.
Okay. Oof.
First, I want to put you in the shoes of the repairman.
Yeah. I'm not getting involved in that shit. But you're almost like directly involved because it's like, listen, either you fix it or you don't.
Correct.
So that is your choice whether you like it or not.
And you have possession of the $100.
Right.
He didn't give you a choice.
Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking the $100 and I'm just breaking the phone to ensure that it's not fixable.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Interesting.
That way I'm not involved. Oops, I accidentally dropped it. Or here, catch. Knowing they're not going to catch it. That's what I'm doing.
I feel like if she's the one who dropped off the phone, I'm repairing it? I don't know.
Okay.
But
you know what? When he comes back to pick up that phone, or whoever, or if I see this husband again, I'm like this.
Well, I have a conclusion a little bit.
Okay.
So he's documenting this all on TikTok.
Oh my gosh, this is like a real thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like one of the "Am I the asshole" things.
No, it kind of is. I was just posing that to you.
This is a real thing.
So he didn't want to get in the middle of it.
Juicy.
So when his wife came by to pick up the phone, he gave it to her and showed her the note and the bribe.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
If I'm that girl, I'm taking the $100 back, draining the bank account. I'm out. I'm not taking just $100. I'm taking the whole thing.
The husband comes back into the store and starts throwing things.
Why did you dug your own grave, buddy? You know what I mean? You didn't have to involve the store. That was your choice.
I mean, I guess he kind of thought.
I want to know what led up to like the phone getting broken. Like she's like, "Let me see your call log," and all of a sudden he's just like, "Oops, it dropped in the toilet."
Probably something like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of something like that.
First of all, at least if you're going to cheat, be smarter about it. Let's delete your call history or something.
The most recent update I have to this story is that the cops did have to be called when the guy came in throwing things.
She needs to pull up his phone records like online. That's what us trained professionals would do.
I guess I still have a few stories here. Let's keep going here.
Okay.
I liked this one. 7 myths that movies made us believe.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
Stuff you see in movies all the time, but is totally not real.
Yeah.
For example,
no one wraps the sheet around them after they have sex.
Stuff like that.
I've never done that in my life. Yeah.
So you can't hide behind a car door in a gunfight.
No. Turns out bullets go through things.
It says here car doors are made to be lightweight, not bulletproof.
Right.
So don't hide behind a car door.
And matter of fact, we're not dodging that many bullets like from machine guns, period. Like how are we always surviving like massive machine gun fights? Like, no, you're not.
You can't knock someone out with chloroform in seconds.
Really?
Yeah. It says it actually
that gives me like in my little white girl hope.
Well, it says that it takes about 5 minutes for chloroform to take effect.
That's a long time to get away.
Correct, yeah.
That's a lot of kick to the balls to get away.
No, yeah, 5 minutes, yeah. It'd be tough to, you could sneak up on someone and chloroform them for a few seconds.
Right.
But it would take
5 minutes.
Yeah.
That gives me plenty of time to fight,
exactly.
I think. I hope.
When meteors hit the Earth, they're not actually hot. They're usually just lukewarm when meteors hit the Earth because the hot outer layers have been blown off before impact.
I assumed that. I never if I ever imagined a meteor hitting the Earth, I didn't imagine it like ablaze.
I always just see them ablaze in the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
I never imagined it being ablaze when they got here just because, science.
I've heard this one before too. So the way silencers work on guns is so overblown in movies. It says technically they do work, but not like they do in the movies. In real life, a gun with a silencer is still really loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the
movie, it's like, yeah. But in real life, it just silences it a little bit, but it's still very loud.
Oh, okay. Well, then what the fuck's the point?
It says you should not suck venom out of a bite.
How's it getting out? Anti-venom?
It says that it can contaminate the wound, harm the nerves and blood vessels on the victim, and it can definitely harm the person doing the sucking.
Well, I mean, my goodness, I'm at least taking my shot.
I mean, listen.
What if I leave it in there? Then what?
No,
I feel like that could do
somebody
a lot.
else.
Oh, okay.
Like if I get bit by a poisonous snake, they're saying you shouldn't suck the venom out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd just try to suck it out myself, even though that's a little counterproductive.
When someone starts dying, like when they flatline,
Oh, yeah?
what do you always see them do?
Oh, close their eyes.
No. Well, you see them use the defibrillators and bring them back to
I
life.
see what you mean. Like, what are...
It says you
What are the
actually do
people doing?
CPR when someone flatlines. The defibrillator is for someone experiencing rapid heart contractions.
I think I did know that because I've watched Grey's Anatomy.
So you know, this is kind of funny. These are like fun.
Yeah.
A gunshot to the shoulder is no big deal, which means that that's the lie. So like people in movies are always getting shot in the shoulder and just brushing it off.
Right.
But you got a major artery and a large bundle of nerves in your shoulder. That's going to hurt big time.
I'm saying we're getting shot anywhere. It's done.
Oh, I like this one too.
Even if it doesn't kill you, you're not like going to get back up and fight the bad guy off. You just got to blow to the shoulder, dude.
So
Sorry.
you know how like there's biometric scanners that will like if you put your thumb to it, it'll open the door or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're saying that you can't use a severed hand to open a door.
Oh, because it's like heat sensitive?
Right. Well, like if you need someone's fingerprints, so you cut their hand off and you put it. I've seen that done a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It says that.
Why wouldn't it work?
Those things check the capillary flow through the hand, so a dead one would not work. It's not just reading your fingerprints.
Right.
And then the
Interesting.
last one is truth serums. It says, according to the CIA, if you can hold out during a normal interrogation, a drug isn't going to break you.
I've never even understood like what truth serum really was. Like, what is it? Like, what kind of drug is it even? I don't
even
know.
but that's not really real.
I don't know.
Okay.
My family needs to take some of that, I think.
I have just two more stories to give you.
Okay.
So it said, here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you the kind of advice you need, and I want you to tell me who you're going to ask for advice.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if you agree with this report done by SWNS.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so you need relationship advice. Who do you go to?
God. Probably my best friend.
Number one answer, our
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
That's me too.
I was just going through all the other like, really screwed up relationships people around me have, and I was like, not them, not them.
What if you need financial advice?
Probably my husband.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. It's dad is number one answer. I would definitely say for me it'd be my mom, but my dad isn't with us.
Yeah.
So that's who I would go to my mom.
Okay, I'd say probably second up would probably be my dad.
You'd go to dad before mom?
Yeah.
Okay. What if you need...
Oh my gosh, she's gonna be so pissed I just said that.
I'm surprised you. I thought for sure you would have said mom.
I feel like I could relate to my dad more financially than I could relate to my mom, if you catch my drift.
Understand. What if you need career advice?
My mom, probably.
They say spouse for career advice.
I almost said Kent, but I think, I don't know, I hold them both to like the same,
Okay.
to the same standard almost. I think if I want the career advice that really tells me to go for whatever I'm trying to achieve, my mom probably. Kent's a little bit more logical. My mom's like, just be a boss bitch and do it.
I have a hard time, and I feel bad saying this because I've gone to my mom for advice before. At least when I was in radio and show business, she was not a good person to go to for advice. Just didn't really totally get that career path.
I would say probably my mom or my husband for career advice. But I don't have any advice that I need.
To be honest with you, my career advice, it was always Jerry Valeri.
Okay.
So friends.
Somebody you could relate to. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
What if you need cooking advice?
Oh, no one.
People go to you?
Yeah, people come to me.
They say, I mean, now it would be Brittany for me for sure. If I was single, it'd be mom.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Car
I mean,
advice.
there's definitely like recipes and stuff I've inherited from people around me, but I am better than all of them.
I feel you. What if you need car advice?
Car advice?
Yeah.
Kent. 100%.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You're married to an engineer.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry, I'm going to pop open a cold one.
It's been, how's the election going? This is vodka, not rum.
For me, it's definitely my stepfather, Chip.
Okay.
What if you need tech help?
Kent.
It says partner or spouse. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's like an engineer, but he was a mechanic for several years before he went to engineering school. And so anything car related, he's just like right there. He just knows it.
Although this story's funny. So you know how Will goes to his grandmother's house during the day?
Yeah.
I guess Will's grandmother couldn't get the TV working.
Oh, no.
And then Will got a hold of the remote. All of a sudden it's working again. Which is so Will.
Maybe he's the next engineer.
So maybe grandson could be for tech help.
Yeah, I would say definitely.
All right, what if you need parenting advice?
I don't know how to like answer this without offending anybody around me.
Who would you go to first?
I think probably Kent's mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Color me shocked. Go ahead.
I think because I didn't have such a traditional upbringing the way Kent did. Like Kent's parents are still married, and they're just like so like pure, and they just like really have their shit together. And my family's just so dysfunctional, and they all talk shit about each other behind each other's backs about who they're voting for.
Well, so
I would think that or his Aunt Kim, which again is the same.
Holy cow.
They're just so stable.
Both people are in-laws to you.
Yeah, they're just so stable that I feel like if I was really like even whenever I was like, oh, is Woodson ready to see the dentist? Like his mom is who I talked to about that. Like, when did you take Kent and his brother to see the dentist? I'm flabbergasted
to hear this. And you're worried about who you're going to offend. I guarantee you just made two people's days. Parenting advice, people typically go to their mom for advice. I would definitely say Brittany's first for me. My wife is a great mom.
I think I've got it in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But if I guess advice is the wrong word. If I ever need a second opinion or something, definitely.
No, I think you answered that very honestly.
Okay. Sorry.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
What if you need help buying a home or moving? Who you calling?
My mom.
Buying a home. I mean, I think I have friends before I would talk to my mom, and then helping move. It's definitely.
To help me move, Shelly would never.
Okay,
she would just like pay like a moving company or something.
Okay,
But if I'm buying a home and I'm going through the process of buying a home, my mom is very good at like big money moves. Like she's very good at like big money situations. So if it's like $140,000 for she just is better.
Your mom
at that
does
stuff.
not have to dance. She makes money moves.
Yeah, yes.
What if your advice when someone's sick? That's a stupid one.
I kind of tie that in with parenting.
Yeah, okay.
Which, honestly, as a mom, is something that you really kind of have to just navigate those waters on your own as a parent, not just a mom. Like when your kid gets sick and you have no idea what to do, you're terrified for them. You know what I mean? Like,
last but not least, what if you need fashion advice?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Everyone else said friends.
Really?
Yeah, but
no, I don't think any of my friends are better fashionistas than my mom. That's for sure.
Hey, listen, agree. I only know your mom.
I think she has exquisite taste.
See, like, I would say my wife, and that's probably who I would go to first, but there's no way I can get out of a conversation looking for fashion advice without getting made fun of. There's just no way.
Kent definitely comes to me for fashion advice. Like he'll like do some like investigating on his own and like put some pieces together based off some inspiration, and then he'll be like, how does this look?
Dude, I'm so bad with fashion. Have you seen that one meme going around? It's like, text your husband this picture and ask what color.
Yeah.
I thought she was being 100%
It was like a nightgown. Everyone knows what you're talking about.
And I said, I don't know black. Because,
would you have really worn it?
She always makes fun of me for I am very long torsoed. So my shirt's like, my belly hangs out the bottom because I'm long torsoed. So she sends me this thing, and I'm
Is that a word?
I'm like, I don't know what.
Long torso.
That's what she calls me. And so she sends me this thing. I'm like, oh, she's getting me this because I'm long torsoed. I know I'm long torsoed because she tells me every day I'm long torsoed. So
I love it.
I'm like, I don't know black. What colors are there? And she doesn't even respond. And then the next day,
I blasted on Facebook.
I know. I see Jerry's wife did it to him, but
nice.
Jerry caught on. I'm just like, oh, she's getting me a shirt.
How nice. I know. I did text Kent and ask him what color. I played that game too, and he just responded, "I'm not wearing that." So he believed it, but he just said, "I would never wear a nightgown."
I'm excited for my new nightgown.
And then
shirt.
I said, "Why not?" And he said, I don't sleep in shirts." He only sleeps in just boxer or shorts, I guess, like basketball shorts.
I
look like a troll when I sleep. I'm in like sweatpants that are 10 times too big and like a t-shirt that I don't even know where it came from. That's my pajamas.
I feel like that's not what trolls wear, but
Yeah.
okay.
Trolls are a little bit more maybe naked.
Yeah, if anyone's naked, it's going to be a troll under
That's
a
true.
bridge. Anyway, last story.
Yeah.
In light of the election this
Yeah.
week, here are 5 questions you're never supposed to ask anybody.
Okay.
1.
Who did you
are
vote for?
Well, I think it's one of them on here.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, it's actually 5 more questions.
Okay.
So yeah, you're not supposed to ask people who they voted for.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to ask someone, are you pregnant? But here's 5 more.
I don't care if she's crowning. Don't ask.
People think this is a compliment, but it can be a touchy subject for a lot of people.
Yeah.
How are you still single?
I can see where that's almost kind of passive aggressive. Yeah, like, oh, you're so great, but there's got to be something wrong with you.
Yeah, people think it's like, oh, you're so hot. Why are you still single?
Right.
But there's like,
It's kind of subliminally implying that something's wrong with you.
kind of.
Yeah.
Also applies with why don't you have kids yet?
Stop asking people that. Oh God, that's so insensitive.
How much do you make is the second one.
I want to know though.
Yep.
I'm curious.
How did they die? So if like someone,
I know, but I always want to know.
right?
It drives me freaking crazy.
No, the worst is when people like unspoken prayer requests.
Stop doing that.
Either
Stop
tell-
owning
I'm
pet
not praying for you
tarantulas.
until I know what I'm praying
Stop
for.
posting photos of just your hospital bracelet in the hospital and just being like, prayers, please. No, tell me what's going on. I want to know. But I also want to know how they died. And I don't care if that makes me nosy. I will search someone's Facebook page for hours to find out how they died.
Yeah, I hear
I'm
ya.
like, someone's going to say it. Someone's going to be like, oh, what a horrible accident.
Yeah, right.
And then someone's going to be like, and then there's always that
Well-
one person that's like, what happened? And then everyone's like, you're so rude. And I'm
Right.
like, we're all thinking it.
Here's also a good rule of thumb. It's not 100%, but usually if they don't want to talk about it, they committed suicide.
Yeah, that's true.
The last one we'll mention is how old are you? It says it depends on their age. If they're under
Yeah.
30 or over 80, they don't usually mind. But anywhere else, people don't want to reveal their age very much.
I'm not over 30 yet, so I guess I can't comment.
Yeah.
But at the moment, being 27, I don't really mind.
This episode of the Rob's Podcast with Maddie Weston brought to you by Gooden Consulting.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a tri-state business owner, especially lately, I'm sure you know how difficult it can be to keep everything going when your computers, networks, servers, and IT aren't working properly. Gooden Consulting wants to take those stresses off of your plate and be your friend in the IT world. Gooden Consulting they oversee the IT for many businesses here in Evansville so that those companies don't have to worry about their networks failing, data breaches, computer viruses, secure backup, and much more. Gooden Consulting offers 24/7 system monitoring, providing you with true peace of mind, less downtime for you as they identify and solve problems before they even happen, fewer disruptions as they can provide most services remotely and overnight, and predictable budgeting as they'll work with you to create a monthly flat rate for an all-inclusive IT service that monitors all of your company's hardware and software. Even if you're working from home, Gooden Consulting can keep your machines and information safe by establishing and maintaining reliable VPNs. Join the growing number of tri-state doctor's offices, dentist offices, law firms, realty groups, and other businesses locally that have let Gooden Consulting be their friend in the IT world. Call Cody at 812-402-0611 or visit goodenconsulting.com. If you'd like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email therobspodcast@gmail.com.
And if you're listening to this and Biden has won president of the United States, I would like to reiterate that you can lick my sack from the back.